This bass is ridiculous. The AC series is already like the king of the fretless, but this is Emperor or Monarch or I don't know. This is something of whatever's above that. This is the I don't even know how to describe it. It's incredibly stunning. FBass AC-4. This bass was completely built by George Furlanetto himself, which is not super common today. That happens sometimes, but usually it's just very special, rare builds that where George is in there building these things. So made by the master himself. Let's go through the specs, and I've got my notes off to the side here to refer to because there's a lot going on. So the first thing, this top is a water-cured redwood top. And it's got quilt and some flame in it. And then we have a matching headstock with the same wood. You've got the inlaid purfling. We've got 2 magnetic pickups plus a piezo pickup with the ebony bridge and tailpiece. Ebony fingerboard with roasted maple fret lines. And in the back we have this just incredible flamed maple. A 3-piece chambered, highly flamed maple body, flamed maple neck with wenge stringers. The knobs are not only wood knobs, but the top of the knobs also have the redwood. So they're ebony on bottom with the redwood on the top. Obviously we have the tape wound strings on there. Pearloid serial number plate here as well. It's in a matte finish. Let's go through the control knobs. So the first control is for the neck pickup. Second knob is for the bridge pickup. Then you have a tone for the magnetic pickups. Push-pull for single coil or humbucking. So just like normal F-bass, when it's down, it's in single coil. When you pull it, it's in humbucking. Then the fourth knob down here is for the piezo, and then you have a piezo tone control. So what I'll do is just kind of run through each of those sounds a little bit where you can hear them. So here's just the neck pickup, and for now I'll have the tone control all the way up, and then I'll tell you as I'm adjusting it. So that's the neck control with the tone all the way up. Here's or excuse me, that was a neck pickup. Here's the bridge pickup with the tone all the way up and the neck pickup off. So there's that, and then here is the piezo. Again, now the piezo, you wouldn't often use the piezo by itself, and you also wouldn't usually use it with the tone all the way up, but here's what it sounds like by itself. So that's what that sounds like there. So now obviously, because there's tone controls and independent volume controls, we can start blending and getting all kinds of different sounds out of that. So we'll start with just the piezo, and we'll just roll some of that treble off. Or just roll off some of the tone control. that's like, reasonably usable. And here's what it sounds like with it all the way off. So now where it gets really interesting though is when you start to mix these in with the other controls. So if we take the piezo, add in the neck pickup, here's both all the way on. So, and then we can dial back some of the tone on the neck pickup. And then you can also dial in how much of the piezo you want. So, and that gives you a lot of variation there. And if we add in the bridge pickup with some piezo. Obviously, I'm not really much of a fretless player. We can add a little bit more of the piezo. And then we can add all three pickups if we want. And then we can adjust the tone control. Alright, I'm not going to subject you to any more of my terrible fretless playing. Somehow even worse than my regular bass playing. But in this thing, just incredible. It's super lightweight, sounds amazing, and friends, I don't know that we will ever see another bass like this. So in addition to the incredible tone woods and just the absolute gorgeous craftsmanship and selection and sounds, the fact that this is made by George himself, there's not going to be a whole bunch of these that are like this available. Obviously, I mean, not that there's anything like wrong with George or anything, but he's FBass produces a lot of basses, and George isn't getting any younger, so there's not. I think I had one earlier this year that was made by George himself. So it's a pretty special and rare thing to get one of those instruments that he has essentially crafted himself. So a really, really fantastic opportunity to get what's likely going to be a one-of-a-kind instrument. So if you're interested in this, head on over to FretSpot.com. If you see it on the site, it's available. If it's not, someone else snagged it before you. If you want one and it's not there, because if you're watching this video sometime in the future, you can email me at donovan@FretSpot.com. We can look and see about getting something for yourself. Nice thing about when you buy a bass direct from FretSpot.com, you don't pay sales tax and you get free shipping. That offer doesn't apply to Missouri and Kansas residents, unfortunately. And then there's also, you get like PayPal options, PayPal Pay in 4. Affirm gives you up to 6 months of 0% interest. Yeah, so all kinds of great options there. So head over to FretSpot and check it out. But if you're in the market for a fretless, a 4-string fretless, and you want the best fretless ever made by the man himself, this is the one to get. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.